Here's your latest Kansas City forecast from meteorologist Wes Peery.
In fact, I do want to give a shout out to Pat Duff. We met Pat, an architect, at a Let's Talk Shawnee. He sent me some additional story ideas today I was able to send out to the team. So really, these Let's Talk events have been great. We've really gotten some great story ideas.
Indeed, indeed. Good thing that this next one will be indoors, though, because it's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah, next week. I'm scared.
So July 24th next week. I was looking to see what the date was. Today is the 15th, I believe, that we're on. Yeah, 9 days from now, it's 16th. It's going to feel like probably about 100 to 110 degrees outside. Hey, we got a 100th of an inch of rainfall in downtown Kansas City this morning. I know many of you woke up and you didn't think it rained. Well, it did rain for many of us as well, especially across northern Missouri. Johnson County got a little bit, Platte County, Clay County. Everybody just got a little bit. Most of this came through before 5 a.m. And so if you woke up 6 o'clock or afterward, the ground had likely dried out. Now there is a front, we'll just call it a boundary, that is the focus for developing thunderstorms that's draped right near the Missouri River and then extends, well, the Missouri River goes this way, but it extends generally along that same path there near Rock Creek. And so that's going to be the focal point for more thunderstorms to just continually develop for the rest of this afternoon and into the evening. And you can see the training effect we have going on here. This may eventually present a minor flooding setup. But thankfully, it's going to spots, at least near Carrollton and south, that, well, it's a floodplain. And so it's draining into a good spot that can hold a lot of water. That's something to watch. From Warrensburg through Belton, Baldwin City, Lawrence, Tonganoxie, Atchison, and Plattsburgh, and maybe as far north as Chillicothe, you all have the best chance overall of seeing rain through this evening. That is not me guaranteeing rainfall this evening, but that's just how you're set up right now. You have a pretty good chance of seeing some rain. So that will continue to kind of trek off to the east. Eventually, though, we may find the rain grow north and south of this current position. If you're south of that into Clinton, north of that into Maryville, likely dry through this evening. However, overnight tonight, things do begin to change. No relief from the rainfall right now in downtown Kansas City, Overland Park, Olathe, Harrisonville at 100 for the heat index. KCI 102 is what it feels like up there on the north side of town. Not much changing for the next hour. I do think, though, over the next hour, we'll start to find the rain try to get off of the Missouri River and go further north and south. So raising the rain chance a little bit here for 6 and 7 o'clock up to 40%. Things do start to die down a little bit as we lose the heating of the day, and then overnight, I think the rain coverage becomes more widespread. So that means the better chance for you, and really no matter where you're watching me from, across western Missouri and eastern Kansas to get some rainfall. So rain and thunderstorms likely overnight. Tomorrow morning, we may still have some rain and thunderstorms left here in Kansas City and into the south. And look at the high temperature for tomorrow, 79 degrees, especially if the rainfall hangs out just along the I-70 corridor, which is totally possible. That means much of the area may only be near about 80 degrees for highs. Here's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, rain hugging I-70 and south with the cooler air coming in here on the north side. That cold front turns to a warm front then Thursday night and into Friday. And then Friday we're left with a 50% chance of rain, especially in the afternoon and the evening. And then another front tries to come through in northern Missouri, may have some flooding issues. Friday night into Saturday morning with some very heavy rainfall, a 30% chance of rain for your Saturday, especially in the afternoon. And then Sunday, Kansas City likely staying dry, especially during the daytime as that front stays just, I think, north of us. But northern Missouri may end up getting about 4 days of rain. And they're the part of the area that doesn't need the rain quite as bad. I think generally everybody has a chance to get at least about a quarter of an inch of rainfall. That's about the only amount I'm really comfortable saying that by the end of the weekend, everybody gets about a quarter of an inch. But there could be spots that get 2-3 inches or more of rain, really sporadic. And I know if you've been watching the weather the last few weeks, the rain has been very tough to come by. So it's hard for me to guarantee a whole lot of rainfall at this point. It is much easier for me to guarantee it's going to be very hot and humid next week.